Seahawks rookies begin their first full week of training camp, and there is lots of anticipation surrounding the Hawks' top 3 picks. Jadarian Price, Bud Clark, Julian Neal. Head coach Mike McDonald told Seahawks.com Price is going to help carry the load, saying, "We're going to run wide zone, and he's going to run wide zone. We're going to run some gap scheme. He's going to run some of that, too." The kick return stuff, we'll see how it shakes out in other phases, but he's going to come in and compete with the rest of the guys. Softy is with us for one more segment. And considering Price is a rookie, Softy, how much impact do you think he can have on this team this season?
Yeah, by the way, just a quick follow-up on the last segment. I got a cease and desist from Jimothy. We got to stop talking about him. Otherwise, he's going to sue the whole place, man. So just keep that in mind next time you open up your mouth and start talking about our raccoon pal. Number one, going back to Jadarian Price. I mean, look at his carries. Paul, look at what the guy did last season at Notre Dame in a limited amount of carries. I mean, if this guy was the number one dude at Notre Dame, barring injury, knock on wood, he would have put up numbers that probably would have had him in New York for the Heisman Trophy, right? And not his teammate, by the way. So I'm high on the guy. I would let him roll from the start. I would just let him go. Enough of this. We're going to bring him along slowly. Nonsense. I think when you're talking about rookies, rookie running backs, man, they tend to pop right away. You know, I would put number 8 in there, and I would just say, man, this is your show. Charbonnet's banged up. We got a couple of guys behind you that are, you know, kind of just dudes. Nobody really jumps off the page to me, to be honest with you. So I would let number 8 be the man from the start. Why not?
Yeah, I'm with you there. And the good thing, he's also got a pretty good veteran quarterback in Sam Darnold. But Softy ranked 11th best by NFL executives. He's played on 4 different teams the last 4 years, has a record of 28-6. Do you think Sam Darnold thrives on a little disrespect and doubt from the others?
I think he's thriving for a new deal is what I think he's thriving for. I mean, the guy's got 2 years left on his contract. So by this time next season or next year and a year from now, if not maybe 8 or 9 months from now, the Seahawks are likely, Chris, talking to Sam Darnold about extending that contract. They don't want this guy going into 2027 on a 1-year deal, and he's not going to want to do that either. So I think for the first time really in Sam Darnold's life, I mean, you can talk about the one great year he had in Minnesota and the contract it meant for him with Seattle, but this is now different. He is a Super Bowl champion. He is likely one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. He put up great numbers a year ago. He was awesome when they needed him to be, when the defense was not, especially in those 2 wins against the Rams, including the NFC Championship. So the drive and the motivation for Sam, outside of winning another championship and going back-to-back titles, would be a new deal. Right? I mean, if Sam Darnold starts the year off on fire in the first 7 or 8, 9 games, I think it's possible, guys, we might see the Hawks and Sam Darnold get something done before Christmas and not even worry about the offseason next year. So to me, that's what should be firing him up, is a brand new deal and maybe $50+ million a year.
Yeah. I think next offseason is going to be real interesting because you got some guys, including Leonard Williams, who are in the final year of his deal, and there's some other guys coming up, but that Darnold thing is hanging out there as well.
Yeah, Devin Witherspoon, as always, he's got 2 years left on his contract. I mean, look, he saw the team, Paul, take care of Jackson Smith-Njigba with his last year and then the 5th-year option left, and he wants the same thing. I don't think we're worried about a holdout at this point, guys, to be honest with you, with Spoon. Maybe this time in a year from now, when he's got 1 more year left, we can kind of maybe get concerned slightly if by this time next year. But I think he wants to have a new deal done as soon as possible as well, and so do the Hawks, because I think Devin Witherspoon is a stud. I think he's a star. I think he's one of the top 5 corners in the NFL. I think he's better than Trent McDuffie right now, and Trent McDuffie is the highest paid corner in the history of the National Football League. So the longer the Hawks wait, Paul, the more this will cost them.
Yeah, and Spoon's going to become a big star, guys, when HBO's Hard Knocks airs.
Yeah.
First episode scheduled to air Tuesday, August 11th. You personally, Softy, going to do anything, wear anything different to get their attention at all? Maybe bring out a raccoon and hang out with, what are you going to do to make sure HBO is keeping an eye on you?
Yeah, I just heard that HBO has some B-roll of Chris Egan lathering himself up in Mexico that they might use on the air. Every time I bring that up, I can see how uncomfortable Paul's getting. So it really is the only point to bringing it up because it's making you uncomfortable. All right? I mean, if you weren't giving us that reaction, there's no way I'm bringing that up. But I don't know. That's
I'm right next to this guy. I just can't see it. I don't want to see it.
What media member will grab the most screen time during Hard Knocks, during the recording of Hard Knocks in training camp? I mean, Joel, all those stupid lists that you like to come up with behind the scenes over there, why don't we do that? Next week, we'll do the top 5 local Seattle media members that are most likely to be begging for screen time on HBO's Hard Knocks when they start taping next week.
I like that, man. Like the thirstiest of the thirsty. I like that.
That's right.
All right, cool. Well, listen.
Who's dying for attention the most?
That's right. That's right. Hey, let's move on to something else here because I know you're a big soccer fan, and after a month of World Cup soccer, it came to an end yesterday with Spain beating Argentina 1-0. It took till the second period of extra time for Spain to score. Was that game the epitome of why sports fans in this country have a tough time embracing this sport?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I was on the golf course, guys. I missed the entire thing. I was playing golf yesterday over at Rainier, so I was watching the game on my phone, following along on the phone. But I mean, it looked boring as heck, man. I mean, Argentina doesn't get a shot off until extra time. Are you stinking kidding me, man? All the flopping going on. What happened, obviously, to our guy, obviously, before the Belgium game and the red card situation there. I think the way that FIFA obviously was all over that, back and forth, didn't know what they were going to do. Did President Trump get involved? Did he not get involved? People think of international soccer, and I think a lot of people, whether fair or unfair, think of two things. They think of flopping, and they think of corruption, right? And those two things were on display big time in a lot of ways during this World Cup, and it's too bad because I thought it was a great tournament. I really did. I thought Seattle was outstanding with the way they hosted the whole thing. Some of the games were unbelievable. The storylines were amazing. The whole thing with Messi was incredible. The story with him and Yamal from when Yamal was a baby, that was insane to watch how that thing took place 20 years ago. But I still think there's a lot of people out there that see things like we saw on Sunday and the flopping that we saw go on in this tournament. And that's exactly why a lot of people just think the sport is a joke and have a hard time getting behind it.
Yeah, but in the end, it's going to end up with probably record ratings, record attendance. So, yes,
sure.
In Seattle,
but everything's record ratings now, Chris, because of the new rating system. Everybody's claiming, the most viewers since this, the most viewers since that. They're all using this brand new rating system. If you're not getting record ratings, you're doing something wrong. And by the way, they're also playing more games. That's another reason why.
Yeah, and this show, I think, is getting record ratings today. So congratulations.
Not today.
Yep.
Today it's in the toilet.
Hey, did you mentioned you golf. Did you get up at 4 a.m. to watch some golf as well? Ryan Fox of New Zealand won the tournament on his final putt. Wins his first major for the first time in his career. He's 6 foot, 220 pounds. There were 27 birdies all week on that 18th hole, Softy, and with over $3 million on the line, he doesn't waste any time, just steps up and drains it. That's how you golf, right?
I love that, man. My ADD precludes me from being a great golfer, which means I got to play fast, right? But he's taking 12, 13 seconds sometimes, at the putting green or on the putting green on the tee box. I love how fast this guy plays. But the story for me from the Open or the British Open, the Open as they like to call it, was this thing with Bryson DeChambeau and the cheating accusations that came out. I know his caddy pretty well, Greg Bodine. I think you know Greg as well, Chris and Paul, longtime guy. Went to Juanita High School. He's been caddying now for Bryson for the last couple of years. And there's a lot you can say about Bryson DeChambeau, but as Scotty Scheffler said, I would never call the guy a cheater. Rory's going after him, talking about how I don't like him very much. I mean, this is just, all of this is becoming way too dramatic, right? Golf is supposed to be a gentleman's game. You leave all the spats and all the fights for sports like football and basketball. Let the girls in the WNBA do all that stuff. But golf is getting kind of stained, I think, by a lot of these rivalries that are going on. Some people think it's great for the sport. To me, it's getting kind of tiresome. So this Rory Bryson thing is the latest spat that I know a lot of fans will be keeping an eye on after what happened over the weekend at Birkdale.